Hello again, lockpicking Paul here, and what I've got tonight is a little different. I'm not actually going to pick anything. This is my entry into Terry B's Mammoth Pick 100 giveaway. And if you've not seen it, go pop over to his channel and take a look at the Mammoth Pick, which is pretty awesome. Terry uses some cool materials to make picks. And in this particular case, he's used some bog oak and some woolly mammoth tusk, I think, to create this amazing looking pick, which he's giving away to celebrate 100 subscribers, although he's comfortably over that now, which is great, because he's got a cool channel and a lot of bees for some strange reason. I guess it's from Terry B. Anyway, he has asked that people do videos to show what their ideal pick might be. And I wanted to give a bit of a rationale as to what my drawing is. And of course, I'm not going to focus too much on the drawing because I'm better with metal than I am with pen and paper, but we'll get to that. So what this was born of are locks like this one. And this is an Abus XP1. I'm going to zoom in on that. And it has a truly diabolical keyway, as you can see. You've got to come up at a very acute angle to pick this. And I ended up making a probe to pick this. I made this probe. See if we can get back to focus, shall we? Yeah. So it's a very shallow, quite strong. It's made out of wiper blade, but it's thinned out. And then the top edges are ground back and the underside is ground as well. So you've got a lot of maneuverability here. And what it does is it allows you to slot into here. See if I can get this all on camera. You can put it in at the acute angle and then you can rotate it down onto the pins. And it was instrumental in picking this lock because there is a couple of really tricky pins in here. You really don't have much room to maneuver. It's not dissimilar from something like the Tiffany scimitar pick, but I will show you the difference. I'll put the scimitar underneath, and hopefully you can see the difference in profile there. You've got a lot less underneath the pick, which if you've got some zero lift pins you've got to skim over the top of. That's extremely helpful. It could do with even being a bit longer and a bit more curved. But that's the sort of profile I really quite like for locks that I'm sort of getting to now, which are a bit more gnarly, like this XP1 and some others that I've been doing recently. So on to the entry. I think that would be where we need to go with this. So again, I apologise for the drawing. So this is what I've come up with, which is the katana pick. Same sort of profile. And I'm a bit of an engineer, so I like raw metal. That's my favourite material of all. So the materials here are standard pick steel, very polished, with brass scales, with a satin finish to the brass scales. To contrast the high polish of the main pick, there would be holes through the body of graduating sizes. These would be countersunk, mildly countersunk, and stepped. So you could see the tool steel underneath the brass through each of the holes, which would give a nice contrast, I think. But the profile is as previously discussed. Now, this isn't to scale. And the thing that's worth mentioning about this is it's actually, what I'd want is quite a shallow body. I really don't want much more than 10 millimeters across the widest point of the back. I like thin and delicate tools, sort of to remind you to be gentle with the damn thing, so you don't sort of get too much purchase on it and end up bending what is a reasonably delicate pick. It would be quite a thin pick, so thin scales as well as shallow. So it's like a very high quality, very slim pen. I suppose that's the way to sort of view this. Riveted together, sort of probably three stainless rivets, small ones, again to offset against the brass, and a nice stand. Obviously, again, sorry for my art ability, it's of limited limited use, but I didn't want this to be I don't want it too stylized. I didn't want it to be a parody of a katana sword or anything like that. I wanted it to be inspired by that as opposed to be a copy of this. I don't want it to look like a little sword on a stand. That wasn't the idea, but that's the sort of thing my ideal pick, I think. In fact, now I'm looking at it, I may have a go at trying to make it. It shouldn't be too incredibly hard. That said, I've never made a pick before, so that would be a whole new thing for me. So anyway, I hope that was interesting and a valid entry to Terry's wonderful giveaway. And maybe I'll go make it myself a pick now. Anyway, whoever wins, Terry, best of luck. Fantastic pick. And again, congratulations on the +100. Very well earned, I think. Cheers.